Okay, for you it's a brand new video. For me it's about 2 seconds from the last one. So let me shrink down Parrot, and we've got 3 videos from Wyer. So let's hit it and see what we get.
Here again with yet another impression video, third video uploaded in a row. I found some motivation to upload.
Wait a second. I think. Oh, guys, you're finding the same videos. Yeah, look. I only got to be nice and not a critical arsehole. Oh, we definitely don't want to watch this a second time if it's actually good. Did he comment? Oh. I just got sent this video a second time to react to. Not going to, as it's far too good. Let me know when you have an update, as he mentions an update for me. Alright, well, that was a bust. Let me get the next link. And here we go. What do we get this time? We get...
Okay. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Oh, German stuff. Yeah, just trying to trip me up now, aren't they? Because I don't know anything about German stuff.
Do something a little different. I thought I'd do a video. I'm going to show my impression for a grenadier serving in the Free Company of the 1st SS Panzer Division, the Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler. So to start off with, I'm going to start with what I've got on the table. This is a 12-foot table. So yeah, you can kind of get an idea of the amount of stuff I've got, and I'm going to move on to.
So you've got a 12-foot table and that's your stuff. My God. Okay, that's not a lot of stuff if you're going to lay it out. Yeah, okay.
To some of the uniforms. So to start with, not everything I use. The items up here, original newspapers, some maps, some copies of Signal, failed post letters. Those I do not take to a reenactment. They stay home.
Yeah, which you get it, and this was something that inspired me to make all those field manuals that you can then take with you. And all the maps that, it doesn't matter if they get fucked up. You're not destroying original ones, because one rare manual, one gust of wind, and that's that done. It rips half the pages, and you end up running around a field trying to retrieve them, and when you get them back, they're all soggy and torn. Yeah, don't take original paperwork to the field, because you will regret it, unless you're going to be somewhere in a nice dry barn or house. It ain't worth the risk. You can just get things reproduced. It's not that expensive to get a whole box of manuals printed. Or see me and I might be able to do it for you, as long as it's something that other people want as well, because I can't just print one of something. We have to do a box of between 20, 50, depending on what it is.
They're too expensive and too valuable to take to a reenactment and get ruined.
Yeah, absolutely.
So those stay at home. They're just for just for personal viewing, really. So starting off here, I have my hygiene kit, which I keep in a feld post box, which I'm still yet to fill out. But wrapped up in the tea towel here, I've got shaving soap, shaving brush, and I got my razor. The razor is a Rotbart. This is all from veshmishop.com. I've also got toothpaste soap, hand soap, foot powder, toilet.
I mean, one of my many little bugbears. He's got obviously this wash cleaning kit, but it's all mint. It's not open. It's not being used. Everything should be being used. If you're in the field, use your toothpaste. Use your shaving cream. I mean, don't have to use original ones, obviously. But this is mint. It's not been in a field. It's been stored and protected. The box would have dents in it, and it would be You know, this has not been dragged around in any sort of kit bag or whatever the German version of a musette bag is.
Toilet roll. And now
A
I've
whole
got
roll of shit tickets? Nope.
Front
Far too much. You wouldn't take a whole roll, would you? Look at the size of this thing.
line infantry ration. Now I've got original Tonosul hair comb.
Yep.
And then just here I've got this ain't a real K98, it's just a Denix. Yeah.
Hence it being orange.
Denix K98, so I still haven't got my firearms license yet. Then I've got a original 1939 dated Laufschütze for an MG34. In English that's spare barrel carrier. Now I've got a tin opener / bottle opener. I've got my folding spork, cheaply made.
And again, those sporks are fucking. They are the bollocks. I keep one in my kit. I think there was a thing done by the 100th Infantry Division where they said, you know, if you can get these, get them, because they are far better than our cutlery. The only thing is you can't really cut and hold at the same time. Like if you have a separate spoon and fork, you can pin it and you can cut it with a spoon, but with that you can't. That's its only downside.
Coca-Cola tin. And I've got personal items here, so shaving mirror, K98 cleaning kit, cigarettes, Oberst, Juno. I also have Eckstein, but overall I prefer Oberst. Got some matches, 1935 replica Zippo, sold book, 44 pocket diary, original Breyer pipe.
Would you smoke a pipe and cigarettes? I mean, I don't know. I don't smoke. This is a genuine question. I'm guessing. Don't shoot me. I would have thought you would have smoked one or the other. Because, you know, you don't use a lighter with a pipe. You should use matches. I know that much. Because otherwise the fuel in the lighter taints the tobacco or some bollocks like that. Somebody told me years ago. So you'd want matches and a pipe and tobacco. And possibly cleaners. I don't know how you clean a pipe. Pipe cleaners. Were they around then? A cigarettes and a lighter. Yes, I don't know. It just seems like there's a bit of this and a bit of that. But again, I don't know.
Now I've got some Lackerbrat, butter dish, Esbit
What is
stove,
Lackerbrat?
and then I've got the Das New Soldaten Liederbuch. That's from Verlagkopf, World War II German.com. Fantastic reproductions there. Then I've got an original antique silver cigarette case that belonged to.
Right, there's too much here going on with the whole tobacconist shop. Why would you carry 2 packs of cigarettes and a cigarette tin that the cigarette should be in to protect them? I don't know.
Family member of mine. It's just perfect for reenacting. These cigarettes actually fit nicely inside.
Good, put them in there.
Really adds to the atmosphere when you're at events. Now I've got another tea towel. They're both marked Herr's Unterkampf. And then moving on, I've got my bread bag. Now I've got my canteen cup, model 31 cup. It is painted in green. Now I've got a model 44 bayonet frog. Now I've just got a white coffee pot. I've got gloves, toque, socks. Ideally I could do with some more socks.
Yeah, something you always need loads of. Always take a couple of extra pairs of socks, regardless of what I'm doing, because they are bloody handy. You start getting wet feet, or if it's hot, you sweat. Yeah, spare socks are a must.
You can get them at pretty much any.
And no, I'm not going to quote that Band of Brothers crap.
Vendor, Soldier of Fortune, Gavin, Kelly's, Hessen Antique, Kriegsender.
See, that's good because he's listing places you should get kit from. That's useful information to share. I mean, I wouldn't have a clue if any of these places are any good. They could be the bollocks. They could be absolute crap. I have no idea. But the fact that he is sharing information on where to get stuff from, good.
You can pretty much get them everywhere. They're like £10 or so. So not expensive.
Yeah, same as the US socks I sell. Wait, they're cheaper.
I think Tokes, post-war, something like that. The gloves, I can't remember where these came from. Possibly either, I don't know, maybe Newman Industry, SM Wholesale. Not too sure on that.
Yeah, we like SM.
Now I've got an old A-frame. This ain't original. It's a reproduction, but it's quite a good quality one. I bought that off of a reenactor in my group, so I got it for a good price. I think I paid like £30 for it. Now I've got a Richard Underwood Militaria Oakleaf Zeltbahn. Ideally I want to change up for SM Wholesale or At the Front or Panther Store. The only thing that sucks about getting from At the Front and SM Wholesale is the customs charges in the UK.
Oh yes, now you're preaching to the choir. We all know that game. Anybody who collects military and you're buying from abroad. Now, I was told if it's military collectibles, you can get tax, not a complete refund, but it should be at a lower rate. But of course, depending on what people put on the parcels, tax office has no fucking idea what it is. So you can claim money back. I mean, I have a whole pile of, tax things I've filled out. Did I just close the blind slightly by pushing on it? Yeah, I did. To get something back. I still haven't done it. I think I did a video on it. I think. If not, then I probably should again. No, if I didn't, I can't do one again. But yeah, it's something you need to be aware of. Somebody posted it, I think it was on Facebook, and I was like, ooh, I didn't know that. And again, as I said, I still need to get round to actually filling out the forms and sending it off. It's a long wait, but I'd rather have a long wait and get money than just keep feeding the tax man pointlessly.
It's kind of shit.
Yep.
Now I've got a post-war mess kit with a 62 dated mess kit strap. It's actually stamped Berlin. And then I've got a 41 dated gas mask with a 42 dated filter and 44 dated lenses. And I keep that in a 45 dated canister with a original
Jesus.
strap. And
I just don't know how long the video is. It's bloody 30 minutes. Does it? Alright, well, let's see how much I can tolerate.
Reproduction gas cake bag. I'm actually looking to change that up for an original. Seen a few on FJM 44. So that's going to be something I'm going to change up. And I'll probably just stick a reproduction gas sheet in it. And then I've got two more M24 stick grenades.
Why have the Germans got these? All the American airborne have these. I've seen them. They've all got them jammed in their belts and boots and everywhere. I never knew they were a German item.
This one actually wants a bit of weathering, so it doesn't look a bit too farby. And now I've got an original 1943 dated folding entrenching tool. Got that off of a member of my group for about 100 quid or so. And I've got...
Again, it's great that you give the price of what you're buying it for, but for some people, that's fairly meaningless because I have no idea what they sell for. So if you do another video, say what sort of going price is at the moment. Because it's a snippet of information, but not quite enough to piece it all together.
Some Richard Underwood Militaria K98 pouches and Y straps. These are the model 42. Eventually, all the leather stuff I'm gonna change for Vincent's equipment made. His without a doubt the best, hands down.
Go away. I don't know who that's ringing me. I don't care.
Is also Richard Underwood. The buckle, I can't actually remember where I got this from. It's an alright buckle. It's not the best. Ideally, I'd like to change it up for an original, but original SS buckles are a bit pricey. So I'll probably look for an Eastern European made one because they're usually the best. Now I've got a cravat or tie, and I've got a LAH sports vest, Richard Underwood Gamoshan. I've also got an original pair, but the original pair, they don't quite fit, and I don't know how I feel about using original Gamoshan. The K98 is a reproduction, so is the Bayonet Frog. That's also from Richard Underwood Militaria. Again, Bayonet Frog's going to get changed up for a Vincent's Equipment made one, and the Bayonet I'd like to change out for an original.
I've never even heard of this Vincent's Equipment. I'll have to have a nosy. You know, it's always interesting to see what other companies are out there, even if they just only make stuff I don't need.
The boots are cheap boots. I can't remember where I got them from. They will be replaced for what's the name of it? Wehrmacht shoes. Yeah, I'll get a pair of low boots from Wehrmacht shoes, and then a pair of jack boots from either Nestoff or
Well, another company I've just never heard of. Wehrmacht shoes.
Leather Arsenal. I'm thinking more towards Leather Arsenal because I've seen his boots in person and they're pretty decent. The crusher cap, that could do a bit more crushing. That's made by Errol in Germany. It's actually a nice crusher. Shout out to Panzersoldat 1. He gave me some great advice on how to crush it. And then the helmet cover.
So he got some amazing advice or some great advice on how to crush the crusher cap, and then moved on. It's not a secret. Please, if you have great advice, please tell everybody. Man, I was like, oh, gonna go somewhere now? No, we're not. No, he just has some great advice. He's not going to tell anybody.
Is just a cheap reproduction. Again, that's going to be changed for SM wholesale or at the front. Now I've got a reproduction model 42 style helm.
Oh, I'm going to have to jump forward a bit. This is a bit
fibres there.
Slow.
The insignia is not too bad on it, and it was decent. The M43 field cap. Bought this off of a member in my group. It's been nicely burnt and shaved. Get a close up of the fibres there. The insignia is not too bad on it. So,
see, I've heard about this whole burning and shaving German wool. Well, everything wool really. But there's never really been an explanation as to why, how it starts, and what it should end up as. It's just a thing you do. Yeah, could somebody please do a video on, or if there may be, just share it why, because I'd actually like to know what this is all about, even though I'm never going to need it.
Nicely shaped. I'm not actually sure what make that is, but it's by far my favourite field cap. I have a M43 with single button by Errol. Not best pleased with it. It was okay for starting out, but I use that one now. I'm thinking of maybe getting some from Elsinore. I could do with a. That's something at the moment. It's Richard Underwood Militaria, I think. But again, that sort of thing I'll change up for one made by Newman Industry. Now I've got some. I might do a Dasrai compression, I'm not sure yet. And I've got a late war Dachau pattern sleeve eagle and some original paper press buttons from fjm44.com, and the sleeve eagle is from Elsinore. That is for my M43 greatcoat, which I'm working on doing the cuffs on, and then some more bits in insignia.
Okay, I can't do any more. It's just a bit too. It's a bit too slow, and it's just starts touching on information, but then stopping, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the video. There's just not as much depth to things as I would have liked. Oh well, you can't win them all. Right, I'm going to call it there, and we have one last from Joe, and it better be a winner, because if not, I've got nothing to fall back on. I guess we'll see you in a second. Cheers, bye for now.